At number 5 we have an air at a place called Erding in Bavaria. It's approximately 35 kilometres from central Munich and next door to a fabulous thermal baths resort. We didn't visit the town as we'd use it as an overnight stop, but it had everything you needed for a pleasant stay, including fresh water at €1 for 90 litres. There is black and grey waste disposal, recycling bins, and on this occasion showers and toilets are included. There's also electricity from a bollard which is shared between 6 pitches at a cost of about 70 cents per kilowatt hour. The pitches, as you can see, are nice and spacious at 6 metres by 10 metres. You take a ticket at the entrance barrier on arrival and you pay at a machine before exiting. It's around €17 for 24 hours. Just a tip though, always have some cash on you. We've often been caught out at these places when the card readers are not working properly.
So we've got plenty of room, you can get your chair out. They don't seem to mind you sitting out and doing things like that. So yeah, good little air. Not the cheapest, but it's good, spacious. There's hot water, toilets, toilet roll, but no soap and towels.
At number 4, we have an air we've used on more than one occasion, as it's very convenient if you're travelling into Germany or onward. It's Blegny Mine Museum in Belgium. It's a few minutes' drive off the E42 through the small village of Blegny.
We are at a place we've been to before, actually. You might be able to see just behind me. We stopped at Blegny Mill last night. We've been here before with Bella and we knew it was safe for the dogs, so we thought we'd come back. And this is the air, so there is lots of parking. It's actually a car park for the visitor centre as well. The back line has got power.
It has the added bonus of being completely free to stay and has black and grey waste and fresh water included. There are recycling bins and a token dispenser in the top corner of the car park if you're lucky enough to get a spot with electricity. It costs €2 for the token.
Playground, which is enormous. As you can see, it's mine themed. It's got a little train track for the kids. And this is the restaurant here. Obviously it was pitch black when we got here, but it is open to a reasonable hour. I can't remember whether it's 8:30 or 9 o'clock. But there's a plan of the whole site. So as you can see, they've made use of what used to be a mining area. They've made the slag heap, biotope and circuit of the trees. And there's some beautiful green space for you to have a stroll, stretch your legs and stretch your dog's legs too. Come on. It's very peaceful. Oh, they've got some goats too. Wow, little petting zoo.
At number 3, we have a stellplatz in Blaubeuren. It takes up to 21 motorhomes with individually marked out pitches. It is open all year round. If it's full, the grass field opposite can also be used. When we visited, it was €20 for 24 hours, including grey water disposal, access to the toilets and the refuge room. Electricity for places 1 to 16 is included in the cost. The ticket price includes one free entry ticket for one of 2 museums and the adjacent swimming pool.
It's a medieval village apparently, and this is the River Blau, and somewhere around here is the source of the river. Timber framed buildings. But this is a spring and it's the source of the River Blau. And there's an old-fashioned sluice gate. It's named the Blue Pot. But because it's cold and dark, there's a mist rising off it. Sunset. But it's a very pretty town. Just thought I'd show you the facilities. There's not a lot to see, to be fair. So this is where you pay and do all your services. The cash card machine wasn't working again, but it does take actual cash. It's supposed to take cards, but it didn't. We couldn't get it to work. In here, you get given a ticket which allows you to scan it to open. So bins in there, toilets in there with toilet paper and everything. And then over here you need a coin, €1, to get water. It goes for a set time and gives you about 5 minutes, I think it is. And it gives you about 80 litres, I would say, 80 to 100 litres possibly. And there's a drive over waste disposal here, and also a toilet dispatch here. This is also €1, which you pay for on the other side. So I think you have to choose on this side, yes. So you can choose water or toilet waste on there, and you put your tap on there, obviously, your hose on there. There's some signs in 3 or 4 different languages, and a map of the town. So it's well worth a little visit, this place. It was €20 if you get one of the places with electricity. I think there's 1 to 17 is with electricity, and the rest are without. There's an actual little blue dot, magnetic blue dot on the ground somewhere that you're supposed to drive over, and it then does real time to tell you how many people are in the air and how many spaces are left free to use. So if you're planning to come here, then you can go onto the website and it'll tell you if there's any free spots or not. As you can see, it's a beautiful snowy place, and it's this side and that side over there, and I think the first 5 over that side don't have electricity, but all the rest do. So it is literally 5 minutes into the town, so brilliant little spot.
At number 2, we have the lovely Valery-sur-Somme, which is a seaport on the south bank of the River Somme estuary. The town has a medieval character, and its Gothic church and long waterside boardwalk, harbour and cafes make it a popular place to visit. It's also an easy drive from Calais or Dieppe if you're making your way down into France. The area itself has a large gravel area with limited services, but it's the proximity to the fabulous town that make it one of our favourites.
It's a very big site, lots of space. There's only limited numbers of electric points on this side, but yeah, it's quite big. So let's have a wander into town and see what we can see. It's a pay on exit. It registers your number plate as you come in. But yeah, quite nice, very peaceful and quiet at night. As you see, there's these grey bollards to get in, and it's quite a tight swing. It's, about 1 kilometre, I think it said, to get into the village. But there's lots of restaurants and shops, so I can have a look at them. So we're back to the campsite, and this is the entrance, and as you can see, there are bollards really close to the entrance barrier, so do watch your back end if it swings round. And to pay, well, it's 24 hours is €12, and then you just come to the machine and switch to English, which is the flag. Insert your card or press 2 to pay using contactless, and then they will give you a receipt. Now the barrier is actually off.
At number 1, we have the fabulous camperplatz Bargeweg in Bruges. This place is fabulous, mainly due to its location. It's not cheap, however, by any means, at €30 a night in high season and €25 in low season, but I'd say you won't regret it.
Right next to the river or canal, and the boats, which is very pretty. Very quiet considering we're in a city.
The price includes electricity at one of the bollards. Chemical waste disposal is also included, but water is an additional 50 cents for 80 litres.
And we've got waste disposal of water here. So as you can see, you've got all the nighttime parking, and you can just park for the daytime.
Payment is made as you leave at the machine in the bus depot control room, which is just alongside the air. As you can see, there is a fabulous walk through an amazing park which leads straight into the city centre and all the beautiful architecture. If you've enjoyed this video and found it of use, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and leave us some comments of your favourite places that you've visited. And if you're not a subscriber yet, why not click that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of Bella's big adventures. Bye for now.